All this time for our crews to be allowed into the lower Keys to get a real look at the destruction.
Let's go to Local 10's Michael Siding live now on Sugarloaf Key to show us what he has found. Michael.
Calvin and Lori, it is truly incredible. Pick any street here and you're going to find destruction just like this one. You're also going to find search and rescue crews. In fact, earlier today we met a crew from Denver, Colorado. They went into this house, they were knocking on the door looking for possible victims. And then I want to direct your attention over to that fence. You can see that orange sticker with an X. That is good news. That means they came in here, they didn't find any victims, but I also want to show you all of that utter devastation up and down the Keys tonight. Tonight, the lower Keys dealing with utter devastation. Towns like Cudjoe Key, where Irma first made landfall, and Big Pine Key are almost unrecognizable. It's so eerie being in this RV park. There are literally no signs of life. This entire community turned upside down. I mean, just look at this RV. Imagine if a family had been inside of it. There's no chance they would have made it out alive. In Sugarloaf Key, crews are working around the clock trying to restore water and power. Search and rescue crews going door to door searching for possible victims. Right now, evacuees are not allowed in, but so many will soon come home to heartbreaking scenes just like this one.
In a little way, I lost my purpose in life for a moment. You know, I don't know what to do.
We're also hearing incredible stories of survival from people like Susan Aldridge.
Well, I was on my Facebook until the Wi-Fi went out.
Yeah.
That was about 2:30. So my kids don't even know that I'm still alive.
She and her husband helped run this popular restaurant on Sugarloaf Key and rode out the storm in the bar with only life jackets and their faith.
Riding this out was very scary because we had tornadoes going through here and it was crazy.
Today they welcomed other survivors from their community, serving up a free hot meal, hoping to bring a little joy to so many who've lost nearly everything.
It's going to take a while to recover, but we are Keys people and this is what we do.
And you know what's so incredible? Not only this devastation that we're seeing in just about every neighborhood in the lower Keys, but what I found so interesting is that you talk to these people and they're able to smile after losing everything. And a lot of these people, again, we don't have any kind of way of communicating with anybody on the mainland unless we use a satellite phone. So a lot of these people, they kissed, they hugged their loved ones, they said goodbye when they evacuated, and then they stayed in their homes. So some of their loved ones tonight don't even know if they're still alive. And Lori and Calvin, you just have to feel for their loved ones who are waiting to hear from them. We're hoping that these power crews can eventually restore electricity and water, but at this point, there's no set timetable.
Michael, I mean, speaking of that, it's been hard for us to communicate with you. Have these folks asked you to email or text friends and family? Have you had any way to help?
Yeah, of course, we have our satellite phone and we are here to help them, but they have found other first responders or city officials who have satellite phones, so no one has asked us specifically to use our sat phone, but this is why we're here. We're here to help out as well. We obviously are here to show you guys the devastation and let people know what's going on here, but of course, if anybody comes up to us, we're more than happy to help them out.
And Michael, this sort of reminds Lori and me of what it was like covering the earthquake in Haiti and back in 2010. Family members could not reach other family members who were in their homes when the storm struck, and in that case, when the earthquake struck. But just wondering, are you finding that in some neighborhoods, are emergency personnel, first responders going into areas where folks may still be trapped in their homes, and are you going into neighborhoods where emergency personnel had not even shown up yet?
Yeah, so we've gone into several neighborhoods, really spent the whole day going around the lower Keys, and what we're finding is, you know, homeowners who decided to ride it out themselves, but then when we find these search and rescue crews, they told us that they're finding people who are trapped in their homes. They're still in good condition, they're able to get them out of their homes, but fortunately they have not found any bodies. But as you can imagine, there is so much devastation here, so many neighborhoods that have not been checked out, so you never know what you're going to find here, and that's why my crew and I, when we go into these neighborhoods, we are just so careful before we get out. Still a lot of down power lines, and there's no telling if those wires are still live.
All right, Michael, we'll try to check back with you tonight at 6, and then be careful tonight when it gets to be pitch dark again there in the Keys.